Many people know that YouTube is the second largest search engine after Google. But did you know that Google also owns YouTube? And when we as searchers go and type something into Google, often Google will pull YouTube videos right into the top of the search engine results. And therefore, if you're creating videos as a financial advisor, it is actually way easier to rank high organically without using paid ads for different queries that people are searching for. I'm Samantha Russell, the Chief Evangelist at FMG Suite and 20/10, and today I want to talk with you about video marketing for financial advisors, specifically 7 proven ways that you can get more views on your YouTube content. Okay, so let's jump right in. So the reason, this is important and why we're talking about this is it's becoming more and more competitive. A lot of people are creating content via blogs, but not many people are still creating content through video. Video is really in its infancy, if you will, as a form of content in the financial advisory space. And that's for a lot of reasons. People feel uncomfortable being on video. They feel like they don't have the right equipment. They feel like they don't really know what to do with the video once they create it or what they will talk about. So for all those reasons, people aren't creating video. If you're looking for more info on those things, how to get started on a shoestring budget creating video, the tools that you'll need, we can link to a couple different resources in the comments below and in the card above, so you can check those out. But today specifically, I'm going to talk about what to do once you are creating that content. Again, the opportunity is ripe, and for the people who are going to get started creating video content, there is a lot of opportunity to rise to the top of the search results. So let's start with the first tip of what you should do. Tip number 1, use the right keywords. A lot of people create their content and they just slap on a title, whatever it is they think will sound best, without researching what are people actually searching for around this topic. So there's 2 things you can start with that are really easy. You can go to Google and type in a query, how to do a backdoor Roth IRA, and see what kind of search results come up, and have the people always also search for box look there. You can also go directly to YouTube and type in your query there and see what types of results you get and what other content video creators are creating there. My best tip for you though is tip number 2, to use a tool called TubeBuddy. We love TubeBuddy here at 20/10 and FMG Suite because it gives you so much more intel than what you're going to be able to see just by those first 2 options. So the first thing it's going to show you is search volume. How many people are actually searching for this particular query? The second thing is it's going to show you how competitive the query is. So how many more people are creating content around the same topic. And they will even show you the number of videos in the search results for that particular topic area, as well as an estimate of the total number of monthly searches. So the sweet spot you're really looking for is video content where there is, not a whole lot of competition, but a decent number of people searching for it. And if you're a pretty niche down advisor, this should be pretty easy to do. Okay, moving on to number 3, once you get TubeBuddy installed, you want to create a great SEO friendly title. And what I mean by title is, we've talked about what keywords you should use, but the way that you actually format the title of the video matters. So you have a pretty decent number of characters. You have 100 characters you can use, but YouTube actually recommends only using 60 of those characters and front loading the keywords first. So for instance, if this video is all about YouTube and video and marketing, those are the 3 keywords we want to put in the front. The rest of the keywords would go in the back. So again, front load the keywords in your title. Okay, tip number 4, really create a strong, compelling description. You have over 5,000 characters in the description below your video to use, yet so many times I look at videos people have created and they don't have a description. They barely have a summary, maybe 1 sentence. You want to make this a comprehensive place where someone can go and scan and get information about your video. So here's what I recommend. Number 1, you want to summarize the video into sections, right? So here, if I'm talking about 7 proven tips, my summary below is going to have the 7 tips outlined in number format, so it's easy to scan. The second thing you can do is actually create what are called chapters. This is a newer feature within YouTube. You can have a chapter for each of those sections. So if somebody wants to just head over to tip number 7, they can fast forward to that chapter and watch that content, making it really easy to consume your content and keep people on the video longer. The other thing you can do in the description is link to any of the resources or the different things that you've mentioned. So if you're talking about a study or you're showing some sort of chart, link to it below in the description so you can point that out to people and get them the information that they need. And the last thing is you want to include tags to help YouTube sort your content. So if you're not using tags already, make sure you add them. And you want to be pretty specific about the tags that you use and group them in one category. Okay, tip number 5. If you're not already, make sure that you set up and start using what's called YouTube Studio. So this is a tool that comes with your YouTube channel. I think once you hit 1,000 subscribers, you get it activated. And what's amazing about it is it's free and it will give you so much intel into which of your videos are performing best and why. So the things that I suggest every video creator look at every single week is number 1, which videos are getting the most subscribers, right? If a video like this one here, all of a sudden gets us 63 subscribers in a short period of time, we know that that video is performing better than one that only got us 1 subscriber. So the more people that subscribe from that direct video, that means that's a great video that your viewers like. The second thing you want to look at is viewer retention. How many people are watching the entire video in its entirety? So if that number is only like 10, 20%, that means that was a video that was not very compelling. If it's 50, 60%, you're doing a lot better. Now, of course, this is also going to be impacted by the length of the video. So if you have a 1-hour webinar, your viewer retention will automatically be a lot lower than a 2-minute video. So keep that in mind. And then the third thing that I suggest you take a look at is go to the Reach tab. And in that tab, you look specifically at the traffic source types. So in the traffic source types, look at how many people are finding your video and coming to it from YouTube search. That's going to tell you how well it's performing from an SEO perspective, and Google's showing it to more people in the search results. Okay, tip number 6, create a playlist. Playlists are great for helping you group videos together, and because YouTube automatically plays the next video in your playlist, the person doesn't even have to click play to keep watching your content. So this is a great way to get people to stay on your channel longer and watch more of your content. And the last tip, tip number 7, is one that's a little bit of an insider tip here, but build momentum for your channel by asking your peers, your colleagues, even a friend group to both watch your videos and like and comment on them as soon as they're published. So for instance, you can have maybe a Slack channel at your team workplace or an email that goes out saying, hey, our new video for the week was published. Please watch it, like it, and leave a comment. And if each person is doing this under their own username, it's going to help the algorithm see that people are engaging with your content. Number 1 thing just to keep in mind, ask people to watch the whole video. So you don't want them just to go there, watch the first 20 seconds, leave an artificial comment and leave, because it's going to impact that viewer retention analytic, which YouTube and Google take into account when they're looking at how great your content is. So even if somebody puts it on mute and has it play in the background, sort of cheating the algorithm a little there, but that will help your video have a higher retention rate, which is great. So hopefully these 7 tips will help you. If you use them all, I promise they are proven to work. If you thought this video was helpful, give us a thumbs up. And if you have questions on one in particular, let us know in the comments below. We'll see you next week.